You step on the gas pedal to quickly merge onto the highway, but your engine violently hesitates, completely falls on its face, and leaves you praying you do not stall out in the middle of heavy traffic. When you finally get home and hook up your diagnostic tool, you are met with a code P00B8. This specific code tells us there is a serious disagreement between your manifold absolute pressure sensor and your mass airflow sensor on bank 2 of your engine. Bank 2 simply refers to the side of the engine block that does not contain cylinder number 1. Your engine computer relies heavily on these two critical sensors to figure out exactly how much fuel to inject into the cylinder. The manifold absolute pressure sensor, or MAP, measures the vacuum pressure inside your intake manifold. At the exact same time, the mass airflow sensor, or MAF, measures the actual volume of fresh air entering through your air filter. When the readings from these two sensors drift too far apart, the computer completely panics because it can no longer accurately calculate the correct air-to-fuel ratio. This is a severe drivability issue that will absolutely kill your fuel efficiency and potentially melt your expensive catalytic converters with a super rich exhaust mixture. The absolute most common cause for this code is not actually a bad electronic sensor, but unmetered air sneaking into the engine through a massive vacuum leak. If you have a cracked rubber intake boot or a broken brittle vacuum hose, the air getting sucked in completely bypasses the mass airflow sensor, throwing the whole system out of balance. Always do a thorough visual inspection of your air intake pipes first, and maybe even hook up a manual vacuum pressure gauge to see how healthy the engine vacuum actually is before you buy any parts. Another really common mistake happens right after a basic weekend tune-up. If you just change your engine air filter, make absolutely certain you remembered to plug the mass airflow sensor back into the wiring harness. If the hoses and electrical connections are pristine, use your digital volt ohm meter to check for a steady 5-volt reference signal and a clean ground at the sensor connector. If the power is good, but the sensor output voltage refuses to smoothly change when you rev the engine, you finally know for sure that it is time to bolt in a replacement sensor.